everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today is Monday, the day before Mardi Gras. We are going to a Mardi Gras parade in Louisiana today. We went to a Mardi Gras parade in Gulfport, Mississippi yesterday. I'll insert a couple of pictures of all the beads that I received. I jokingly sent a picture to my kids saying, I got all these beads and now I can't stand up straight because they were heavy. So we were there with Joe from Joe's Web and her husband Mario, and that was really a fun day. We had a good day. We ate in downtown Bay St. Louis, and we went and listened to a band for a little while. And had good company, and it was a lot of fun. So I'll have a couple of pictures that I'll insert from there. I have video, but I think today we're supposed to go to a bigger parade, so I kind of want to incorporate maybe both videos. I don't know. Nah, I'll put some video of yesterday's parade today too, even though Monday isn't supposed to be just a crochet video, but it's going to be a both video, so what about that? Maybe I'll have some of the parade from yesterday, but I will have a couple of pictures anyway. So let's talk crochet. Do you want to talk crochet? Yeah, we haven't talked crochet in a little while. So I am doing Luck of the Draw 10 Boggy Creek edition with my good friend Trish, Mama Swift, who is hosting. And she made a really awesome new pattern called Marshmallow Kiss. It is a 1-row repeat. It has a great deal of texture. These are not bobbles. If you haven't tried the pattern, she'll just send you the written pattern if you email her. Check out her YouTube channel. Her email is listed below. On her channel, and I'll have her attached in the description box below this video. Also, there's a tutorial, if you need a tutorial, by Jaxie from Creations by Jax, and I will also link that. That is in the playlist to the Boggy, actually I won't link it separate because it's already in the playlist to the Boggy Creek Blanket playlist from this year. So that video is in there. Just click on the playlist linked and find Jaxie's video. But this is my up to week 3. I have all these wonderful, wonderful colors, bright, big twist yarns from Joann's. I know, going away, really sad. It's really sad. I think I really like big twist yarn, and but on a note, and I don't know if this is, and it has anything to do with the bankruptcy or just the way Joann's does things, but they don't run the best clearance sales, I have to say, at Joann's. And I've noted that for years, that you go in and look at their clearance, and stuff that they have on clearance now, because they're not carrying that color anymore, might be on sale cheaper. Like if you wanted to buy this, like they have this maroon color on clearance, it's on clearance for a higher price than what they're running it on sale for the other colors. I see that there all the time. Like they do a 20% clearance, but yet they'll run a 25% off sale. You don't get the sale price off the clearance price, like the additional 25%. So they've been running Big Twist for $2.79 for a long time. Well, from what I'm hearing now, it's on clearance, and now it's 20% off, so it's $3.39. Well, if you weren't buying it at $2.79, you're sure not going to buy it at $3.39. I mean, unless you needed it for something. I mean, that's my thought process on it. Some people, I guess, are just going to buy it because they want to hoard it. Get it while you can. I have had a lot of friends that are hoarding, and I say that with all lovingness, and I would have already been doing that if I wasn't living in a 28-foot camper right now. So, I get it. Get it while you can. I understand that. But I would have been buying it at the $2.79 when they first started saying that they were putting it, that they might go out of business. I'd have been hitting my stores and getting the colors that I like. When I bought this yarn, it was $2.79 and I got 25% off. I wanted to buy more, but I really and truly don't have space for it. It's sitting on the bench seat because I don't have a place to put it. So that being said, I love the luck of the draw. It's always so much fun. And there is a Facebook page, and there is a messenger chat that you can also join and show your work and talk to other people and have fun. So I have my luck of the draw, and I have it caught up. The luck of the draw comes out every Thursday. And it is 5 colors. She has 5 numbers in. It's only a 10-week luck of the draw, and she has 5 different colors that you use. So I put the color that I took out, my number 5, and I put it back in. We haven't had that number yet, so it didn't really matter. I have also worked on and gotten behind, and now I'm trying to get caught up with Laura from Mimi's Crochet and Farming and her wonderful Year of Dishcloths book that I purchased. We did all the Christmas ones in the fall, so they'd be done by Christmas, and now we're working on the spring ones so that they'll be done she wants to be a season ahead is kind of what we're looking at. I don't have them all done. I am a little behind. I think I might be 2 or 3 behind. I went through and I have made 7 of the spring washcloths now, as of today. I just finished. And as they say, these are recipes, right? So just bear that in mind when I show you. This one, you can't hardly tell. This is the bunny rabbit. I should have done this with a darker color. I didn't realize at the time, but it was a very pretty spring color, like with the greens and the purples, and I really liked it. And it's all done, this is all the same yarn. So even though like the darker green and the lighter green, it's all the same yarn. But I really probably should have used a darker color because it's hard to, or maybe I should outline it in black or something, like just one like floss. I'm not going to do that. It's a washcloth. I don't think I'm going to do that anyway. But every time I look at the bunny, I'm like, you put so much work into making the body, and now you can't see the details so well. But it's pastel spring yarn. I don't remember what this one is, but I did this one. It might be the daffodil. Yeah, I think it is. I just reversed the colors because I didn't have it's what I had with me best to work it that way. I think these are Morning Glories. And I've shown you some of these. This is supposed to be the passion flower. And they're supposed to we're supposed to use like tooling or, scrubby yarn, which I didn't have. So I just did the center like that. Surface crochet. And this one is tulips. So those were the ones that I had prior. And now I'm trying to catch up. So I did... Last week's was the shamrock, and it was supposed to be, and I'm going to tell you, it was supposed to be like a mosaic where you like crochet, and like the cat's meow was done, so you have your bobbin and you drop it and you pick it up and all like that. And so this is supposed to be a solid green in here, and the light green, and then you outline it in the darker green. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I did that, and I got to like here, and you could hardly see the green. So I thought, well, I'm going to surface crochet it, and then I'm just going to do, the big, take the lime green and go through and like embroidery it across. You know how you do like the big stitch back and forth after I outlined it. So I freehand this, and I think it doesn't look too bad for freehand, but again, I should have used the darker green, because once I got it done, I thought, this is a washcloth. If I make those big thick lines in there, that's going to be a pain in the rear end if you're using the washcloth, you know, to like wash your dishes. So I decided I'm not going to fill it in like that, because I think it would not do it justice. And so then I thought, just go over it and do it over in the green, but in the darker green, like outline it next to it or something, so that the green stands out more, because that pale green really is not showing up so well against the white. But I thought I did a pretty good job with it. I don't want to take it out and redo it, and I don't think that going around it is going to work out well. So I'm calling it done, but I might go around the inside of this. I think it would be easier to go around the inside with the darker green than the outside, and surface crochet, or go over the green, the lime green with the darker green, you know, just to make it then like stand out a little more. But I'm calling it done for this second while I decide if I'm doing anything else different to it. But this one I just finished this morning, because I already ripped it out one time when I was doing doing it like a mosaic, and I got to the tops of these two, and somehow it wasn't working out right. And you do all these single crochets at the bottom, like 4 rows of single crochets, and then you do, you know, it's still single crochet. Well, I started getting so tight when I was doing the mosaics that it came in, it was pulling in. And so to here, to this part of it, was like a half an inch shorter or better than this part of it. And because I was just making my stitches so much tighter doing the mosaic thing than I had done with this just single crochet back and forth. And I said, okay, no, I'm not playing that game. So I pulled it apart, because you couldn't, it looked bad. Now it doesn't look bad. I just should have made this longer and made this whole thing up a little higher, but that's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's a washcloth. So that one's done. Picture sent to Laura, just like that. And it was supposed to look like, I'll show you. I do have it marked in the book. And, you know, it was really, so see, the mosaic is supposed to look like that. Yeah, mine wasn't doing that. So then this week, I do believe we are supposed to do this granny square. Right there. Now it does say 13 granny squares in a square. 1 row, and then sew them all together around the center row of solid granny squares. Really cute. And then you put the flowery thing in the middle. So I started my center row of granny square stitches, and then I talked to Laura, met her in Zoom, and she said, oh, there is no way I am doing that. I said, well, if she doesn't have to, well, I don't have to. So instead of 13 granny squares, we're just erasing, Xing out the 3. And I did 1 solid granny square. And I like the colors I picked. I think they're bright and cheery and spring, summer kind of vibes on it. I like it a lot. And that's what it looks like. Or is that the back? I don't know. I turned it as I worked on it. So there is no front or back. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll chain and try to figure out how to do that little flower thing. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just surface crochet a little flower thing on it. And then I said, you know, I have so many other ones to catch up on. And I kind of like it just the way it is. So, done. It's staying. I didn't do the cute decorative. I really like the idea of this. I really, really do. Really didn't want to do it, though. So, I did not. And, oh, sorry about that. So I wanted to show you, I did do the hexagon out of my hexagons, remember I told you, and I used that cone yarn I purchased, and I told you it was so thin. It is really thin. It is thinner than this yarn. This cone is thinner than this, and they're both supposed to be 4 weight. So I don't understand why it is so thin, but I did want to show it to you. Oh, excuse me. And I don't know, I haven't worked on it again to see, I've got the hiccups now, if I could like double strand it. I did run it under hot water. We have instant hot water in here. And it gets to 124 degrees. And so I ran it under that, and I squished it all in and wrung it out, and then laid it flat to dry. I wanted to see how much shrinkage it would do. It didn't. Not a lot. A little. I think I pulled it too tight. I think that's one of the things, is that I made it too tight. Because when I came to the center, I had way more space than I had pegs. That was the bottom line. So I think I pulled everything too tight, and maybe that's why it feels so thin, because I pulled it all too tight. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to show you that from, I didn't have it last week when I was showing off my stuff last time, when I was showing my loom and what I was doing with it. And now I'm going to show you my work on my top. And so I have 2 rounds of flowers completed now. Or, you know, on the top part of the top. So I was thinking again about how to make this fit me better. Like up in the chest area, it's, I think, gonna be big, and I don't remember what she does up here, so I'm gonna have to do some, I mean, you wear it over another top, so the holes in it are not a problem, but I was thinking just do something similar to just like double crochets for, and come up the top part of it, or, because I don't know how to decrease, it's a 25 stitch pattern. I don't know how to decrease the pattern, and it's going to be too much around the chest. You know, if I'm working from the bottom up. It is. I'm telling you, it's going to be too, or else it's not going to be enough around the bottom. I don't know. But I'm going to do another round, and, or, you know, another, I'm saying round, but, you know, it's 8 rows. The last row of this pattern is the first row of the next pattern. So when you get to round 8, it, you know, it gives you round 9, but it really is, then you start at round 2, or not round, but row 2 on the next pattern. So, that's how it goes. And this is what I have. And I'm liking it very much. And I am using the Caron Mandala in the big bundle, bonus bundle mandala. I have 2 of these, and these are called Meowth. That's the name. So I have cycled through some of the dark brown and then into the beige and into the pinks now. So I'm still at the darker pink, then it goes lighter, and then it goes to the white, and then the tan, which I started in like this dark brown color here. So it's a gradual like ombre fade versus abrupt changes, and I love that. There will be no abrupt change in the middle of a motif or anything. It's a gradual, as you can see. Can't tell where it changed, but it changed somewhere, and now I'm in pink where I was in tan. So, or the darker of the tans anyway. So that's that, and that will be my crochet project for the day. I spent the last evening and a half working on washcloths. You know, after our shenanigans and whatever we were doing during the day. In the evening, I sat down with 2 washcloths. Pardon me, 2 evenings in a row. I'm not tired. I don't know why I'm yawning. But the hiccups are gone, so that's good news. So that is my crochet. That is all that I'm working on. All the things, all the hooks I have in the fire, I guess. Everything is being made with a 6mm hook except for the washcloths. I've been doing those in 5. I lost one of my clovers. My 6mm, the chocolate one. The one I use the most, of course. It was sitting on my luck of the draw in the car, on the seat between us. That's where my basket sits when I'm crocheting. You know, when we're in the car. We got up and I set the blanket and the hook on top of the basket and got out of the car. And we were gone for a while, came back. A little while later, moved some stuff, and now I can't find the hook. I went to crochet and there's no hook. I don't know what happened to it. We have searched that car. We tore it apart. So I don't know if I accidentally moved it and it went out the window, or, but it's not like in the seat, around the seat, under the seat, next to the seat, in the console, nothing. Can't find that doggone thing. So we are going to have to make it eventually to a yarn store where I can buy a spare, because I don't have a spare anymore. I'm using my spare, and you got to always have a spare on all the sizes that you like the best. And I have no other. I own and brought 2 sets of clover hooks. All my other hooks are not here. I did bring a set of crochet needles. I mean, not crochet, knitting needles. In case I wanted to knit something, I do have knitting needles. Only 1 set. And they have the interchangeable wire things. But I lost my clover. So that will be a Joann's stop when we get to near a Joann's. We will stop and I will get a new clover. 6mm. Chocolate one. I used to call it the poop color one, but no, we like chocolate better. So that's what it is. Alright guys, we're coming up on a half an hour of me yakking away over here. And I thank you so much for joining me while I'm yakking away over here. If you're working on the luck of the draw, I do look in the chat and see them, and I know I'll see them coming to Boggy Creek for next year. I'm really loving the colors in mine. The crochet top I'm working on, I will list in a tutorial. I will list the tutorial in the description box below. It's from a YouTuber, Nikita someone. I don't remember the last name, but I will have her tutorial or her channel name listed in the description box below. Don't forget to check out Laura from Mammy Amy's Crochet and Farming and jump in on some washcloths. You can start anytime. You don't have to do them all. And I think that's all, guys. I think that's all I have for you today. I'll put some, at least pictures, if not videos, from the Mardi Gras in at the end of this. So I just want to say thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, doing all the things that YouTube likes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. My camera keeps shutting off on me. I wonder if I'm running out of storage space.